Hey guys, it's Benji here. Today I want to welcome you to another Pro Cycling Manager video. On this one we are continuing our Pro Cyclist mode and we've got our Giro di Sicilia coming. Last season that did not end well. The first stage we fell in the downhill, I think it was, and we ended up being out for 3 to 4 months. So let us hope that that doesn't happen again. Now, I've got a bit of a fun story going. Now, a few days ago I was like, how do I pronounce these names of this team? So I went over the team and I selected a random name. Let's say, for example, this man. Ziga Grosselli was how I pronounced it earlier, but that is terribly wrong. Now, how did I get to know that was wrong? I was like, why don't I just ask him what his name sounds like? So I ended up sending a little tweet and it went as followed. How do I pronounce your last name? People say I murder your name when saying it. Then a few hours later, I got a response. Haha, I don't know how to tell you. So I was like, you could try by giving me an initial score on 10 by my current pronunciation. So I sent over the video. And he was like, oh god, it's bad. It's very bad. But then he probably was like, oh, I'm making this guy feel bad. So he said, well, it's not the worst I've heard, but we all know that's bullshit. Anyway, he ended up sending me a private message saying that there's no way through Twitter that he can send me how to pronounce it. So we ended up talking on Instagram and he actually sent me the clip of how to pronounce his name. So here it is.
Giga Groschel.
There we go. Giga Groschel. This way I also know how to pronounce the first name of Giga Horvat. And the ones that I don't know yet are Dusan Rejovic, I think it is. And the other guy, Rok Korošek, something like that. I'm not sure about that yet. Now, Omerzel is also a bit of a special one. Omshel, I don't know. I'm not even going to try. Sorry, Alyaz. I'm very sorry. Yark, I think. Oh god, I'm doing such a terrible job at the pronunciations, but at least we can now pronounce the one that gave us a few victories last season, Giga Groschel. Now let's go back to our Pro Cyclist itself, and we're going to go straight for that Giro di Sicilia, and let's try not crash this time around. Never mind, first of all we've got a bit of a month switch. Only 5 points to go for level 10, I think that will happen just after the first stage, if we do that one correctly. My goodness, time flies, it's already 1st of April 2020. That means our first contact of interest moment of the year, and we can see the teams that are interested in us. We've got CCC, Cofidis, Vital Concept, Wanty Corendon, Israel Cycling Academy, Wallonie Bruxelles, Androni, Roompot, Adria Mobil again, Sport Vlaanderen, Elkov, Delco, Team Arkea, Caja Rural, Oiskadi, Leopard, and that's it. Now, we've got interest from both Oiskadi Murias and also Sport Vlaanderen. Adria does not seem interested anymore. That's very clear. We can't even spend contacts of interest, probably because we're at the team itself. For the rest of the teams, I don't really know what to expect, to be honest. We've got all pro-continental teams, so no World Tour team is interested in me yet, which is kind of disappointing, but we might be able to leech off of one of these good teams and end up being in World Tour that way, but I sincerely doubt it. It will be very difficult. Anyway, I'll sure as hell think about it, but for now, I think I will put my points in Cofidis, and the reason is quite obvious. They've got 3.5 stars. I'm gonna try and up those stars, and potentially that would bring us towards World Tour. They've got a pretty great team at the moment with Marc Sarraut and Freile joined in the last season, and in general, it's going to be a main battle between Cofidis and CCC, I think, to get into that World Tour. I don't know about the rest of the teams in there, so that's going to be something to watch later on. I'm just interested in getting into a team that potentially could bring us to a first Grand Tour, and Cofidis certainly has that option. Okay, first contacts of interest spent, it upped our interest a bit, not too much, but if we continue doing that, we'll get further and further up. Later on, we could still invest in some more contacts of interest through the skill tree, but for now I deem that unnecessary. Here we go, same parkour as last year, but we didn't get to ride it, so it's gonna be fun actually riding it this time around. We fell on that last climb of the day. Let's hope we survive that climb now. I've got a pretty good team around me. Well, we've got Schlegel here again, Giga Groschel, and Giga Horvat. We've also got David Per and Dusan Rejovic, so that should be a pretty fun team to ride with. I'm not gonna do much on this one, just gonna set myself up and get protected towards the end of the stage. There's not much to do here, so yeah, it's gonna be a pretty boring first stage. We've entered the last 10 kilometers. We've got Rejovic here for a squad. I'm just hoping the pace drops a bit, and that seems to happen. Let's try and get a bit of an attack in. Maybe we can pull something off here, but at the moment it doesn't seem too likely. 90 pacing, 13 seconds. Looks like we've got a few people trying to bridge back up. It's Aru with Conti in his wheel. We're gonna die doing this. We're gonna die doing this. No way in hell we're going to survive. Oh, we've got a bit of a gap again. We've got no yellow though, so I'm about to die. Let's try and wait up a bit. Hopefully this didn't ruin all our chances here. Let's try and follow Martinelli and just try not to lose any time, because at this point I might have just ruined that as well. 57 people at the front. These guys are dying a bit, so at this moment we're looking towards a proper survival, which is already a good thing. Trying to move to the front now. Gonna use some energy doing that. Gonna try and move towards 99. That's gonna kill us though. Probably wasn't the best idea. But we're now pacing at the front, which is probably not great either. Just gonna try and recover a bit. We've got all our sprinters passing here. Let's try and get a bit in. Rajovic is done, but the sprint is going to be won by Avila. Not good, not good, not good. We lost time. Oh, my attack actually did something terrible there. That's actually bad. We gotta take all this time back in the next stage. That's unfortunate. Edwin Avila takes the stage, a new recruit at Astana Pro Team. I ruined it. I really did. I really didn't expect the gap to open up once I did the attack. And after I did the attack, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna lose a gap because I've got no yellow, no red. And eventually it happened. This brings an Astana rider, Avila, into the yellow jersey. We're not in the top 10 yet, but we will sure as hell be up there later on. Okay, a gap of 40 seconds, but the PCM gods ruled in our favor. It's the same time. My goodness, this is so random all the time. Anyway, let's take a look at the next stage. This is a bit more something for us, from Capo d'Orlando to Palermo. It's not exactly the perfect stage though, because we've got a long downhill and then a flat section towards the finish line. Goes a bit uphill, but I don't think it's gonna matter too much for us. Leader once again. I didn't even notice that our initial objective is to finish third overall, well, top 3 overall, not third preferably, of the GC. Now I'm gonna do the same thing I did last stage, just sit up and relax. We've got a solid hill near the end, but I sincerely don't think it's close enough to the finish line to do something on. We've got a bit of an uphill towards the line though, but that seems to be something more for a hilly sprinter. Guess we're gonna find out if we can drop them beforehand, because it's a pretty mountainous parkour overall. So far the stage has honestly been really uneventful, a bit boring even. We've dropped Rajovic and David Per, and that's because they did some work on the climb to try and get a bit of a split up. It helped a bit. We've got a few groups behind, but it's not that much of a massacre, so not that big of a deal. Now in this front group, we crashed once at the first downhill section of the first climb. Not that big of a deal because I crashed at the front of the peloton and stood up at the back of the peloton, so nothing really happened. Let's hope nothing of an injury comes out of that after the stage. For now, I'm looking forward to this small climb now, but it's too far from the finish line, so I think I might just skip on it and go for that little hill near the end there, near the finish line, so it's not going to be easy. Again, very uneventful, nothing happened, not a single attack, no one dropped, still 102 people in here, and the climb is upcoming. A steep downhill section now, so let's hope we don't crash in this corner. Try and move a bit more to the front though. We've got a crash and it's at the back, so it's not that big of a deal. We've got a few competitors gone though. Ooh, quite a lot actually. Toto is gone as well. We've got a group of 70 left, so 32 people gone. Now a few returned though, so not that big of a deal yet. Let's try and move towards the front. We've got Groschel with us, Schlegel as well, but we can't control him, so let's try and go for an 85 pace for now. We've got Horvat and Per here as well, but they're a bit too far to the back, so if I could get them to the front, they could be very helpful in this next section. 10 kilometers to go, we're going to be starting our event. We've had a small crash behind, green jerseys behind because of that. Paulo Toto, I think. Now, this next section is the one I want to go on, so gonna go 99 now with Groschel. Giga can go for it. Come on, man, you can do it. And Gel coming up for Nasen. Let's hope this small hill does something. I don't need you to pace in my wheel, Horvat. Don't do that, mate. Now, I want to put in a little bit of an attack, and I'm going to do so. We've got Izagirre in our wheel. We've got 4 people with us. 4 people in total. We're dropping them though. Looks like we're kind of getting away. I don't want to spend all my energy yet because we've got Konrad near our wheel and he's actually going to catch up. We've got a gap of 20 seconds together. So let's see if we can do this together as these 4 people. Let us take a look. Can we recover enough red to do something decent on this one? We've got the team of Bahrain Merida with Spilak trying to bridge towards the front and they're actually doing it. God damn it. Let's try and follow Spilak, I guess. Let's move towards the front on the ride with Venturini now. Gonna go for it. Gonna try and move up when it comes to our energy here. Let's go towards a 99-ish. There we go. That's gonna be too early. That's gonna be way too early. We're gonna try and come out, but it looks to be Spilak. No, it's Conti. It is Conti. Valerio Conti taking the stage here. We just didn't have enough of a climb to get away, which is really unfortunate. And we didn't have the energy to stay away. Garcia Cortina finishes 3rd. And we finish, don't even see it, 19th only. Group of 30 though, so the yellow jersey is gone, it seems. Again, not a perfect finish. We didn't lose any time again, so that's a good thing. The second group, again, didn't lose any time, so it looks like PCM's having fun in the Sicilia. Now, I do have to say that this is not a game issue. It's a small mistake by the person that created the stage. And sometimes that can be a community member. So there's no reason to shout at PCM for these kind of mistakes. Someone explained that to me at Signet themselves, that it is a setting in the stage maker, and if you do it there, then you can do it properly, but people seem to forget that when making stages. So obviously we can't blame the community members either, because they give free time of their life into making this game better for us. So I don't really mind if that's the reason behind it, so I'm going to try and stop complaining about it. Now for the rest, we have RGC that is currently still 10 seconds down, so pretty much perfect for the next stage. Again, 0 points, same thing last stage, but what do they expect of me? There's obviously no way I can actually get a top 3 in the first 2 stages here, and now I don't get any points because of that. Maybe I don't get any points in general because of that, I do not know, but I think if I got a top 3 in the stage or something, I must have gotten a bit more points, I guess. I don't know, anyway, there's no option for me to do that in these first stages. Next one, there is an option. Oh my goodness, it's not the 3rd stage, it's the 4th stage that is the Etna, the final one. Pretty obvious if you think about it, but I didn't notice, so we're gonna have to do it with this one first. 150 kilometers, 3 pretty large climbs on it. Santa Margherita di Belice, we've got Partana, and we've got this one, which is the Poggio Reale Vecchia, and we've also got this small bump after that towards the finish line, and then a downhill and a small hill on the finish line itself. So again, a bit of a punchy stage, but I do believe that this one fits our type of rider more. We've got a bit more of a climb near the end there, so I do think that this is a possibility. Let's try and make the best of it. Now we've got 40 kilometers to go, and these are all very, very narrow roads, so I'm trying to move my way towards the front without using the eel ability too much. Gonna try and keep that one for the last climb if necessary. We've got Paolini. Oh, okay, it's a different one. Was already thinking, did he come back from the dead or something? Now, 38 kilometers, I don't know what I'm going to do, because I think I'm going to wait towards the start of the next climb and then just go for it, because we've got a solid climb and I need to try and get the best out of it. I'm the best climber, so I should be able to drop them ASAP. It's been a pretty difficult stage so far for our teammates. We've got a crash of Nibali, it's Antonio Nibali though. Now, the stage has been, crazy so far. The pace has been mad, 51 people left in the peloton. And we've got the last climb coming up. Do want to do something on that, but at this pace it's just not really possible. We've got a lot of new riders that I didn't see before, like Butz at Bahrain. Carosio is riding for Butz, so apparently he's a good rider because Carosio is also a slight talent there. Gidas at Mitchelton. All these newer riders are in here, which is kind of a mystery for me because I don't know what they can do. Kirsch being Luxembourg champion, also a bit of a surprise. Gonna try and move towards the front a bit, but this pace is just terrifying. Honestly, let us hope we can survive and do our best here. This is gonna be a gap. Nope, Bernard, come on Julien, you can do it. There we go. Now, last climb is starting. It's all narrow, so we gotta watch out. We've got our Ealing ability left, so not that big of a deal yet. Garcia Cortina on the left here. Ealing is necessary for this breakaway now, so let's try and move towards the front ASAP. We've got Diego Ulisi here, so he's probably one of the biggest contenders. Is that an attack? I don't think it is, but his acceleration sure as hell ain't helping here. Just try and follow this pace because Aru is setting up such a pace that I need to do a lot to stay at the front. This is mad. What is happening here? Let's hope we can follow this pace to the top because at this moment it's not looking too good. 40 people left. Aru is killing everybody one by one. Lizak is gone, for example, not the biggest name. Rota as well. Venturini is dropping as well. We're losing a lot of yellow. Aru is gone. Ulisi now pacing himself. It's still for Rui Costa, so it shouldn't be too big of a deal yet. We've got Gidas now going for Conrad, who's riding for Mitchelton now. This is such a mess, all these different transfers and so forth. Now, I just need to survive. We've got a small downhill section. Let's hope that's enough to recover a bit of yellow because we're going to need it. Last ascension coming up. Well, second to last if you consider the finish line. But yeah, this is pretty much the last semi-mountainous one. Now we've got a lot of people close to dying, so I just got to be able to follow any attack that comes, and we have enough yellow, I think, for that. It's going to be close though. 12 kilometers to the finish line. Can we get there? Because it's not that steep of a downhill, so I'm afraid that if we attack that, we won't be making it. Gonna try and see, will anybody take on the lead here and try and attack? Looks like Sanchez moving through to the back. Devanance here still pacing for himself, it seems, which is a bit surprised. Fuck. Scarcia goes. Who the hell is Scarcia? I don't know. I can't pick up any pace because I can't follow anyone because none of these riders are the ones I want to follow. We've got Costa attacking. I can't follow that. Eddie Dunbar moving. Castroviejo in his wheel. We've got Conti still here. Downhill section coming up. Looks like we're going to be catching Costa, so it doesn't seem to be a big deal yet. Let's hope we can at least try and recover a bit of yellow. Costa seems to be riding away. Dunbar, what are you doing, mate? Come on, man. Just gonna try and sit up and see what they can offer us. Now, looks like Costa is still going. Scarcia still up there as well. I didn't even notice his name. Now, it does look like it might go towards a bit of a sprint here. Unless the space in the peloton just stops, which seems very unlikely. Energy Shell, last section coming up. Let's see, can we take this one? This is going to be really difficult. We don't have the punch for this, and we don't have the yellow for this. So, it's going to be a matter of trying to survive, and hopefully it works out well. Going to try and move towards 99, try and get through. That's going to be really difficult, and we're going to suffer a lot doing so. Let's try and move past them, but we're going to be dead before the line. We're going to be falling through the group, and hopefully this doesn't lose us any time. That's going to be the biggest thing. Hopefully they fall through one by one, but it's not going to be happening, and looks like Conrad takes the stage ahead of Ciccone. These guys have so much more punch than me. Don't have any acceleration, and it doesn't look like we will lose any time, so that's at least one good thing, I hope. I don't think this is a gap. And we actually lost time, 17 seconds. God damn it. That's not supposed to happen. Do you know what time it is? It's Etna time, finally. We've waited a year and 4 months for it in-game. And it's finally here, our moment on the Etna. This is the biggest day of my life so far as a cyclist. And we're going to do our best and hopefully we can take the victory on top of the Etna. We need 17 seconds towards the front of GC. And actually more, I think, because we lost 17 seconds the last stage, so it is probably a bit more. 27 seconds towards Conrad and so forth. It ain't gonna be easy, but we're gonna do our best and hopefully it pays off. I'm ashamed to tell you that I've been degraded towards leader outsider, not leader anymore. Finish in the top 3 though, so not much change when it comes to objective. We've got the Etna at the end of the stage. 19 kilometers of climbing, 6.7% average and 14.8 max. Now, the max is somewhere just after the halfway of the Etna, and then it just becomes flatter and flatter towards the top, and it's almost flat at the top, so we gotta make the difference at the start of the climb, and it should become easier and easier when we near the top, so let's hope that works out. 37 kilometers to go. This is pretty much where the false flat starts towards the Etna, and then the massacre climb comes up. Looking forward to it, really. It's like the first proper climb of the season, if I recall correctly, so let's try and make the best of it. Gonna try and take a look at my co-stars here if we can get a solid rider to protect me. I think the best one's going to be Giga Groschel, and I'm going to do that exactly. Let's try and move everyone to the front and see what happens. Don't want to get a train or anything going here because I don't trust those on these kind of stages. I just need a better position near the front of the peloton and not in the wheel of Zardini here. Considering this is a pretty important stage, so let's take a look at the competitors. Let's observe Spilak, for example. He's got most of his yellow, pretty much the same as us. Celano, is he that good? Didn't even know he rode for Trek. Now we've also got Costa here, so let us take a look what his form is. And also pretty much the same. Gotta get more to the front. I would love to get in a good position, but it's not really working at the moment. Who are they working for here? I doubt it's Domont, so it's probably Galopin. Let's take a look at his observation. Looks like we're up there when it comes to energy, so we're not really in trouble yet. Conrad maybe, but he can't do it anymore. Oopsie. Was probably the most important rider. Now the actual ascension is coming. Before we go there, let us click on this person icon on the right top and activate rider in the top 10 of the overall standings. This is going to be a bit messy if all of them are in a row, but if we start seeing them drop, then we will notice who of the top 10 is actually behind. For example, Ulysses is already a bit behind because he's mainly working for Costa. Now, let us take a look. Can we survive this? Looks like Schlegel is the best climber of our squad and not Groschel, so let's hope that turns out well. Just gonna try and keep myself relatively at the front without doing too much work either. Tyer Quintana here as well. It is Jon Izagirre, 77 Mountain. Probably one of the better contenders here, so let's take a look at him as well. For the rest, it's just going to be climbing from now on. One by one, every single breakaway contender is falling through. Same in the peloton, some people are falling off the back, 64 people still, so not much has happened so far. Once the pace goes up, that's when I'm going to be getting very anxious because our yellow is already halfway. Let's take a look at our contenders here. Who was it again? I don't remember. Who else is here? Costa. We've got... his energy is quite low, but he's got Aro just behind him, so I'm not sure if he's actually leader. Spilak, he is still worse condition than us, so in general we are looking really good. I'm just scared about Izagirre, but I can actually observe him, so Izagirre is in terrible form. So at the moment we're looking to be one of the strongest of this front group. I don't think I forgot a very important rider when checking. I just don't want to attack it. It's still 10 kilometers and they can come back while I probably can't. Let's wait a bit more. Here we go. The steep section is about to come up, I think. I can't see it properly, but yes indeed. It is coming up, so I'm going to try and make the best out of that. That's going to be the section where I want to go. Still going to go with 75 for now. That should really work. And a Giselle coming up. Celano in our wheel with a few of the trains. Costa a bit far to the back, to be honest. This is the steep section, is it? 85. Let's see. Yes, this is where it begins. Let's see if we can get a gap on some people. We've got people in the peloton dropping so far. They'll probably come back, so let's not blow ourselves up yet. 75 again. Breakaway contenders are falling through. Now we've got Conti coming back, Castroviejo as well. We're spending a lot of energy, so let's try and see if we can recover a bit and see if anyone is willing to attack on us here. I don't think so. 5 kilometers to go. Gonna need a bit more energy to do anything here, I think. I just don't have the confidence to go yet. It's 4 kilometers, it's still a long way to go. So scared. And I'm afraid I'm gonna get counted. Just don't know. Where's Spilak now? He's almost done as well, so we might as well give it a go right now. Let's get a bit of an attack in. Here we go. Ciccone trying to follow. Got a bit of a gap, not too much though. Oh, we've got a bit of a gap indeed. 85 pacing will be too much though. Let's go down towards 70 again. 20 seconds. This group is not pacing very high. Galopin is pacing for them though. Can we make it towards the top with this kind of yellow? Conti's moving towards the front. We need 25 seconds, 27 seconds. It ain't gonna be easy, that's for sure. 71. Ooh, we've got 33 seconds. Let's try and see if this bridging here helps. The space needs to go up a bit. Can't even speak anymore. That's a fake line. No, it is the line. It is the line. Oh my goodness, I was on Conti with my rider. I could have gotten more time here. Oh my god, let's hope it's still enough. It's gonna be really close. We might not have it just because I was on Conti and looked at the kilometers that Conti still had to ride. Oh no. We did win the stage, but I can't celebrate until I see the GC podiums. Oh no. Why did I select Conti? I thought it was still a kilometer to go. I was like, oh, this finish is wrong. It's not here yet. Oh my god. 22 seconds plus 4 seconds towards Galopin. 6 seconds towards Aru and 10 seconds towards Spilak. It's gonna be really close, but I think we have it. I don't want to shout too early. There we go! We won the Giro di Sicilia with 9 seconds over Spilak and Galopin. What a victory on the Etna. I can finally celebrate. Oh my god, that was tense. Whew, I thought we lost it because we were looking at Conti instead of our rider and I thought it was a kilometer to go, but it wasn't. Finally, we've got our stage race victory, a proper one this time around. The Giro di Sicilia. We lost our season here last season and now we are pretty much making our season here. How beautiful. Galopin beaten, Aru beaten, Spilak beaten. Then again, all these riders should be beaten with our current stats. Izagirre does disappoint quite a lot. Quite a few new riders like the Teodoro, Paolini, this new guy. We've got Raggio as well. These are all riders that were young riders or are still young riders pretty much. So I'm curious what they're growing out to be because they're riding really well. Osorio as well. We've got some other people like Celano who's getting better and better. 30 years old though, so I don't know what he's doing up there. Here we go. Level 10 is here. Finally, we win the Giro di Sicilia. We also win the stage. Second in climber classification just because of the Etna. It's pretty fun. First in youth as well. Perfect. Level 10 we can evolutionize our potential or we can improve our attributes. Skill point as well. That's so fun. Now let's take a look at what we can do. We can go to 83 Mountain. Oh, I love that. We can also go to whatever the difference is here. I can't even see it. Lower TT and higher resistance. I don't know if that's really worth it. 80 Mountain and decent TMF. Stage Racer seems to be the better one, to be honest. Obviously don't want to go for Sprinter because it doesn't even give ourselves Sprint. Buncher brings us to 81.76. Northern Classics, that's also so weird. It's a pretty obvious choice. 83 Mountain. Halfway the second season. Super quickly in my opinion, but I'll accept it. I won't mind. Now for the rest we've got Performance, Personality, Discovery and Race again. 1 skill point to put into something, and I did say that I wanted to go for the level 2 of Technique because I want to try that out. Haven't done it yet. Aerodynamic position on the flat, I think it is. Gentle terrain, so should be really fun. When it comes to our contract, that changes a lot this victory because we now have interest from Elkov, Oiskari, Adria Mobile again. Finally, we're back. We could honestly potentially get them into World Tour, which would be spectacular. Nonetheless, these other teams are pretty entertaining as well. Cofidis, still not too interested. But at least we've got some more interest from other teams. So if Cofidis doesn't work out, then the others might. Average of 77. Let's take another look at those stats. How beautiful. Anyway, I'm going to be ending the episode here, guys. Tour of the Alps is coming up next time. A very cool tour as well. Pretty much mountainous again, so who knows, we might be able to do it again. But I think we will have a bit more contention. More competitors, better competitors. Looking forward to it. Hope you are as well. That was it for today, guys. We got our first proper stage race victory very late in our playthrough in the Giro di Sicilia. Goodbye, guys.